Check 1, 2, check, check, check. Check 1, 2, check, check, check. Check, check, 1, 2, check, check. Greencastle. Let's work.
So we're up? Okay.
All right, sorry about the technical difficulty. We only missed an exciting half there, Ed. We have Ed Goutwalls with me, and just started this third quarter, and a three-pointer drained by the Lady Blue Devils, number 4, Janae Faulkner. And Ed, that's one of her pedigree. She likes to shoot from the outside.
Yep, she had 2 in the first half and has another one here.
So the situation is 31-31. It is the second half, 7:34 to go, and big game, Ed. This is for the stake of the Mid-Penn Colonial Division.
Yes, it is. Two once beaten teams, and they've been playing like it. There's a lot of good stuff going on out there.
So there's Christ over to Faulkner. Faulkner looking for somebody open, wide open. It's Hernizen, her shot off to the left side. And rebound to the Bubblers. Bubblers coming in 18-2. They do have 2 losses. Greencastle, their only loss against these Bubblers. As the ball is being moved from left to right here, Lauren Stauffer now over to Hemler. Hemler has it, trying to find somebody in the paint. Battle for the ball. The Bubblers still have it. And Faulkner able to retrieve it. And here comes Greencastle. Greencastle on a 5 of 6 game stretch. Here's a three-pointer, no good. And really, Ed, the way Greencastle is, either live with the 3 or die with the 3. And tonight they've been shooting a lot of them.
Well,
and there's a block by Faulkner. She maybe missed the 3, but man, she came back in a hurry for the defense.
Yeah, that's 2 blocks for her now.
And as we get going here, Ed, if you want to give a little stats if you can.
Yeah, the amazing thing is Greencastle usually hits a lot of 3s. In fact, they average more than 8 a game. Right now they have 4, and Boiling Springs has 8. They were just on fire in the first half.
Yeah, they were doing the way Greencastle was as far as the game plan, looking for the outside shot. As we got a tied game, 31-31. Thank you so much for joining us on the F&M Trust Sports Network. My name's Mike Berger, and again, apologize for the late feed, but at least we got you at the right moment here. It's a 33-31 now by the Boiling Spring Bubblers, as a shot made by number 23, Lauren Stauffer. And here's a three-point attempt, no good by Christ. And we got the board by the Bubblers. So with the three-pointers, both teams are going to have to work on the offensive rebounding end.
Yeah, there have been a lot of long rebounds, which so far I think Boiling Springs has probably done a better job of getting them.
Yeah, and they have the quick 2-point advantage here. Midway through the third quarter, here's the shot from the outside, no good by number 11, Marissa Armalt. Big crowd here tonight on a Thursday evening. This will decide the Mid-Penn Colonial Division title, as both teams will get ready for district play next week. As here's Faulkner. She's cross-court, risky pass over to Chris. Chris looking for the outside. Top of key, long shot. Inside three-pointer will not be a 3, but nothing for the bomb in net for Morgan Wagaman. Wagaman now has 3 points, and it's now back tied.
Offenses have been doing a very good job so far. Very impressive.
And we were talking, a lot of local teams would love to have some of this offense.
Oh my, yes.
So the Bubblers with the basketball, nice hooking shot, but no good. Missing everything is Maddie DeCoy, the 5'10" soft senior. And here comes Greencastle. It's knocked out of bounds. Thanks, Ed, for helping out tonight with Game Time PA and Public Opinion, letting everybody know about some of the technical difficulties, but getting you second half action. And there's a steal from the Bubblers' Alyssa Brady. And a long three-pointer, no good.
That was probably the longest one we've seen tonight.
Yeah, that was...
there have been quite a few that have been well behind the arc, but that was probably the furthest.
Greencastle, as we all know, has had a great season. Faulkner, Christ, All part of those 1,000-point clubs. Only 5 Greencastle Lady Blue Devils in that club. As the Blue Devils have the ball, going left to right, top to Guy Faulkner. Over to Wagaman. Wagaman drives baseline, double team, looking for somebody in the outlet pass, and loses for a moment. Faulkner receives it. Here's a three-point try by Chris. It's off the left side of the rim. Right there is Herneiser. Herneisen's shot no good. And it's tied 33-33. 4:19 to go here, third quarter. As now the Bubblers have the ball on the right corner. Their shot from the outside no good. Right there for the rebound is number 11, Marissa Allmark. And that could be the key decider in this game, getting those offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they've got a few so far.
And here's Faulkner's outside shot, no good. Both teams keeping you awake. Non-stop action back and forth. It was a huge game by both squads.
One thing I'd say is Bowling Springs has played more players, and I know they've got a little bit more depth. That could be a factor toward the end of the game.
Yeah.
Although Greencastle's been playing like this the whole season with this many players. So.
Nice move by Faulkner going around 2 Bubblers. As she now has 12 points. And it's back to a tied score. 3:37 to go here, third quarter. And here's a drive by Hughes. And Hughes now with 9 points. She's going to go to the free throw line.
I'd say Hughes has been a huge factor so far. She's the smallest player in the court, but she's drained 3 threes. And she's not content to do just that. She's had a couple nice drives, too.
And here's the first free throw attempt. Back of the iron, no good by Madison Hughes. Last game for Greencastle, it was a blowout, 71-30 thumping of the Polar Bears. 16 of 39 from three-point land. Let's see how it is as it ends tonight. As the second free throw good by the Bubblers Hughes. Slim lead of 1 here. As the Lady Blue Devils have the basketball. Everybody's getting a touch of it down low. Nice open pass, but a miss by True. And looks like she wanted some contact, and instead it's going to be knocked out of bounds and go to the Lady Bubblers. So it's been a busy couple of weeks with the snow impacting some delays and a lot of back-to-back games. I'm sure you've been busy.
This game was postponed, I think, 3 times until we got it in. And Greencastle ended up playing, I think it was 5 games in 7 days or 5 games in 6 days.
Yeah, 5 and 6. It's been definitely crazy. As here's another running shot and miss by Decoy. Rebound. Here comes the Blue Devils. Looking at the numbers is Wagaman. She passes out to Chris. Chris trying to get Herneisen there off the screen and goes off a leg. The Lady Bubblers. Bowling Spring won 63-54 on December 18th against the Lady Blue Devils, and they had a 22-8 their swing in the first quarter, and they just never looked back. As Herneisen trying to throw it inbounds, finds Faulkner. She's looking at the Greencastle offense, spread it out. Pass over to Wagaman. She thinks about a 3. Now Wagaman has it again. She's going up to Chris. Her shot from the outside, no good. And Bowling Springs grabs the rebound.
So far, Hannah Chris has not quite found the range on the threes. She's had 11 points, but I don't think any of them are on three-pointers.
And there's a whistle from the outside. So are we on? Can you tell? Now Gary's saying we're not on. 2:35 to go here in the third. And knocked out of bounds, will remain Lady Bubblers basketball. And that, what's the call there? Looks like a travel.
Yep. A lot of pressure being put on by both teams on defense.
And you said a good thing, Ed, the bench. The Bubblers have a very deep bench, if you can see it on GameTimePA.com. And you look over to the Lady Blue Devils, not as many people. And this is up and down the court type of action as Megan Herneisen. She had the ball, dished it out, no good by Christ.
They're leaving Christ open right now because she's not hitting that three, and she's certainly capable of it.
Here's a long shot, and good by number 22 for the Bubblers, Megan Williams.
She took that shot from the corner and banked it in.
It's all about the luck. Sometimes you need it. Here's a long shot by Janae. And it also did a bounce, but it's not going to count. Bubblers up 39-35.
That one bounced off the top and came down. Yeah, that shot by Williams down in the corner. You just don't see that very often, a bank shot from the corner.
Here's a long three-pointer and no good by Bowling Springs. And I can't wait to get the three-point attempts here at the end of this game. It's just been nonstop. It's Faulkner, drives to the lane. Nice move by Janae Faulkner. She now has 14 points.
It's almost unusual seeing somebody drive to the basket.
And she's just an all-around excellent basketball player. Definitely able to shoot lights out. Drive to the lane, good defense. As Blue Devils want to strengthen that defense right now. As Stauffer has it. Her shot missed, battle for the rebound, goes to the Blue Devils. As Chris looks at the numbers, she finds a nice feed over to Morgan Walgerman. Walgerman now with 5 points, and just like that, it's a tie ball game, 39-39.
Hannah Chris is really, really good on the fast break, and she made a beautiful pass there.
This has been back and forth, exciting action, and a hard foul.
Wow.
And I would say that'd be a good adjective as
that was a good football tackle.
Yeah, Madison Hughes there with the foul on.
Right now, Bowling Springs has 12 turnovers to 9 for Greencastle.
So another key statistic we'll be watching here as Chris wants to look at the clock. 26 seconds to go, and that's a smart move. Let's try to take the last shot here. Team foul's not an issue. Greencastle only with 2 and the Bubblers with 1. Now with 12 seconds. And Chris trying to get Faulkner off the screen. She loses the basketball. Bowling Springs will have it with only 2 seconds to go, and they're not going to have enough time to shoot one off. Well, will they? The officials are saying, yeah, it looked very close. How about that?
Yep.
They're going to count it. I don't know. I wish we had the little replay there. That was close.
That was very close. There was an official right there, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, so the official is right there. They get to call, and unfortunately for Greencastle, they're down by 2. We'll have fourth quarter action right after these messages. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Everything's falling this season, including F&M Trust home equity rates. Use home equity funds for big purchases or to pay off high-interest bills. Apply today and rake in even more savings with F&M Trust special introductory offer. Visit fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
MidPennBroadcasting.com. Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace. Kicking your can all over the place.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only.
No regrets.
If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience, 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimINSPA.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Chalk Talk.
We talk high school basketball every Thursday night at 7:30 on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Everything's falling this season, including F&M Trust home equity rates. With the home equity line of credit from F&M Trust, you can pay less rate and add more great to your life. Get extra funds to pay off high-interest bills, tackle home remodeling projects, or make other big purchases. Apply today and you'll rake in even more savings with F&M Trust's special introductory rate. For details, connect with any local branch or visit fmtrustonline.com.
Back here, live action, Greencastle High School after a little bit of a delay there. Ed Gottwals along with Mike Berger, and Ed, quickly, what did you see there in the third quarter that you saw? It's a very close game. I mean, Bubbler's only up by 2.
I would say that the defense has tightened up a little bit. They got some steals, a lot of hands in there when they try to pass the ball inside. Not quite as many threes that quarter either. So
yeah, that's been the protocol throughout this game. As Faulkner has it for Greencastle, she's thinking about going inside. Instead, dishes it out to Chris. Her shot off the left side of the rim. Battle for the rebound. Greencastle recovers, but a bad throw. Now still on the ground, and it's a battle. And possession goes to Bowling Springs. 41-39. Bubblers are up. Huge game, of course, by both teams.
Right now, Hannah Christ is 0 for 6 on three-pointers. I can't believe that's going to continue. Maybe she's saving it for some dramatic thing at the end or something.
Yeah, you got it, to get the crowd going here. And the crowd's been into it throughout this contest. As Lizzie Tilton now with the ball. Bounce over to Brady. Now over to Lauren Stauffer. Nice shot from a couple feet out. And the Bubblers extend their lead by 4. Here's Faulkner right away, going through 3 defenders. Great spinning move as she'll be going to the free throw line. As Faulkner has 14 points. And as you can tell, it's about her shooting. She has been shooting a lot out there as her first free throw is missed.
But she's only right now 1 of 5 from the free throw line.
Yeah. There's the second free throw. She doesn't take much time. As soon as she gets the ball, she throws it up. So Faulkner with 15, lead 3 for the Bubblers. Mike Berger along with Ed Gottwals as giving you the play-by-play here in the fourth quarter. And the crowd wants a walk.
Well, she clearly walked.
By Stauffer, and luckily the shot didn't go in. Blue Devils have it. And it'll be off a shoe and back to Lady Blue Devils.
Only I can say on that one is must have been none of the refs were looking that direction because she really shuffled her feet. You have this.
Yeah, Blue Devils won 15 straight coming in tonight's contest. As Faulkner, she has it. Crowd getting quiet. Giving concentration to the Lady Blue Devils to make a good shot here. Faulkner loses handle. And now we have a foul. And it's going to go to Megan Hernisen. Hernisen with 3 points. Picking up the foul. That's her third foul. Still not a bonus situation by both teams. Only the third team foul for Greencastle.
Yeah, we got a long way to go till that.
I've been to a lot of games this year, but that's been a huge factor throughout, especially for Chambersburg.
Yep.
So Megan Williams now, and here's another whistle. Officials are getting busy here. There's Mike Ryan for Greencastle. He has thrown his cymbals up in the air, wants a good defensive positioning here. As Tilton wants to throw it inbounds, looking for somebody open. Good coverage by Greencastle. A wild throw, but Williams able to recover. Here's Stauffer. She's over far right side, finding an open number 4, Lizzie Tilton. Lizzie Tilton with her first points of the night, and they're big. Biggest lead, 6 points for the Bubblers. Here's a shot from the outside. Faulkner's shot no good. Offensive rebound Greencastle. Here's a three-pointer drained by Hannah Christ.
That might get her going.
And you said that she has not been lights out from beyond the three-point land, but there are huge shots, and the lead cut to 3. The chance of defense. It might have helped. Bad pass. As Megan Williams wasn't close to that, and it's going to go back to Greencastle. So Greencastle, 5 games in 6 days. Could fatigue be a factor? As here comes Megan Hernisen with the shot offside her rim. She trying to find some contact, nothing there. And
they've really kind of let play go when players drive. I mean,
yeah.
They really have to. I mean, there's been some touch fouls outside, but it seems like when they drive, they're going to let some contact go.
So the Lady Bubblers will have it. Here's Tilton. Tilton wants to drive in. She grabbed the ball, lost it, has it again. Now out to Ashley True. True decides to go in. Past a couple defenders of Greencastle, misses a shot. Here comes Faulkner, going east coast to west coast and gets fouled right away there at the midcourt. Janae Faulkner, 20 games and averaging a little around 20.7 points a game. Greencastle has it. Christ, she wants to try a 3. It's off the side of the rim. Rebound, Lady Bubblers. Looked like there was no set flow there, Ed, on that play. Just wanted to do a set shot.
Yep.
And we get a timeout here. And while we take a timeout, I'd like to thank all the sponsors for trying to make this possible for us for tonight. F&M Trust, pay less, rate, get more great this winter with a special offer on home equity line of credit. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Also by Answer Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. Also by Waste Management, Del Martin Incorporated, Lecron Comfort Solutions, and Klein Tours. 44 seconds here in the timeout as they're talking it over, and this is the time of the game where you're only down by 3, but just a little run. You don't want to get that lead extended if you're a fan of the Lady Blue Devils. Both teams 10-1 in league play. And this winner-take-all showdown for the Colonial Division title. And I know we can talk about District 3 power rankings, which is this unbelievable complex formula. But last time I checked, the Bubblers were 2nd, Greencastle 5th.
Yep. Yeah, a loss here for either team is not going to hurt them too bad in the playoffs, but it will make a little bit of a difference.
But still pride winning that,
Oh, yes.
So Bubblers with the basketball up by 3, and like I said during that timeout, this is a big possession for Greencastle. They want to stop it here. As down in the paint is Lauren Stauffer. She finds Lizzie Tilton. Tilton over to Arnold. And we have a foul. And it's on Greencastle.
I think that's on Faulkner. Greencastle's playing man here in the second half, and they're getting out on the shooters a lot more. So Bowling Springs has not had as many three-point attempts, but that's left Stauffer alone in the middle a little bit. They're trying to take advantage of that.
So Lady Bubblers trying to inbound the ball. Was that a violation?
Yep.
Yes, it was. Too much time, and I mean, if you're the coach, they're like the worst violations. I mean, if you can't find somebody, call that timeout if you can.
And they were trying to find Stauffer in the middle, and it just took her too long to get open. Good defense by Greencastle.
So let's see what they can do on the offense. As on your screen, if you're watching, Hannah Christ has it. She takes a couple of dribbles down the low post. Smothering defense right now by the Lady Bubblers as Greencastle trying to find an open shot. Back to Faulkner. Faulkner now over to Wagaman. Seems like Faulkner and Wagaman's played the whole game thus far. They know how big this game is. Here's Hannah Christ. She's trying to go get something in the paint area. Her shot no good. And a big rebound by Lizzie Tilton. Tilton looking at the numbers, trying to find down low to Maddie DeCoy, the 5'10 senior, and she gets contact and be going to the free throw line.
Actually, I think Faulkner knocked it out of her hands. So it'll be Bubblers' ball.
So the whistle, not a foul, and Bubblers will have it. And the inbound pass goes off the hands, but recovered by Madison Hughes.
That was an interesting shot. I think she was trying to draw a foul there and just threw it up, and it went over the backboard.
Yeah, it wasn't the best choice, so Greencastle will have it. 3:40 to go in the contest. 46-43, Bowling Springs with the lead. Here's Christ. Swings it over to Wagman. Wagman to Faulkner, back over to Christ. She drives the baseline, loses it, and the Bubblers retrieve.
That's one thing. Bowling Springs has done a fabulous job of defense in the center there. When Chris drives underneath, she's trying to get the ball into her eyes in the middle, but they're covering her very well.
Here's a long shot, three-pointer, and no good by Tilton. Yeah, you're right. Blue Devils just can't get nothing done in the paint there. Here's a long shot, no good by Wagaman. And I think Greencastle knows that, so that's why they're relying on the outside shot, hoping it's going to get in. Still down by 3, 2:58 to go in the contest.
Yeah, they've been trying to get it inside. It just hasn't been very effective.
And another foul, and Lady Bubblers on the bench like that call. Seems quickly now that Greencastle are picking up the fouls. That's a 16th foul for Greencastle. As Tilton will have it, playing point guard, guarded by Hernizen. Trying to find down low, Maddie DeCoy. Her shot rolls around and in.
That was a big one there.
And the lead goes up to 3. Or excuse me, 5. 2:28 to go here in the game. Long pass over to Wagaman. Wagaman trying to find Hernizen. She has it top of the key. In the corner, long three-pointer is good. It circles around the globe and falls in. And number 13, Hannah Christ, now with 17 points and a timeout on the floor. So as they take a timeout, we'll tell you about F&M Trust. Pay less rate, get more great this winter with a special offer and home equity line of credit. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com, equal housing lender. Also by Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 35 years. So Mike Berger, Ed Gottwals, thanks for joining us. And I think we knew coming in this is going to be a good game, Ed.
Yeah, I figured it was going to be close. There's no question of that. There's just two really good teams, and they're playing pretty well. And you can tell they know each other pretty well. They probably watch a lot of film.
Yeah, Bowling Springs' only 2 losses were to York and Big Spring. Their record 18-2 coming in tonight. Greencastle, I think a lot of teams would love to be 19-1. I mean, and it'll be interesting. Another game going on tonight. Chambersburg playing their last home game on the boys' side against Northern. And they're just on the cusp of trying to get in the playoffs. So.
Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting scenario there between Chambersburg and Greencastle. One might get in, one might not.
So here we go, some full court pressure tried by Greencastle. And Lizzie Tilton able to get past the timeline, but she's double teamed trying to find somebody, and got Madison Hughes. Hughes has it. Trying to find again Maddie DeCoy, and she walked. So they tried to do what they did and was successful in the last possession, getting that in to DeCoy.
I'm sure that's what they drew up on the timeout. But Morgan Wagman played pretty good defense in there, made DeCoy make a couple extra steps.
And here's Chris, her shot off the glass, no good. Greencastle having a hard time there in the paint, trying to get some points. Bubblers quickly go out. Here's a long shot by Arnold. goes to top of the rim. And the crowd want to know what was that. Here's the rebound, and again, here comes Greencastle. Another shot on the inside, no good by Chris. And the Lady Bubblers get the rebound. 1:23 to go. Greencastle down by 2.
I keep waiting for Janae Faulkner to try something here. She's just continuing to
very
get the ball.
quiet. But let's see what the call is on that.
That's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, so we were just talking about her, and she made the move that she needed. Good position, got contact, fell to the ground.
Now there was no question. That was a good play by Faulkner. She stood her ground, and she was there in plenty of time.
So Lauren Stauffer now with 4 fouls for the Lady Bubblers, and here comes Faulkner. Nice spinning move, going to the paint. No contact. The crowd wanted that. It looked like she got something on the arm.
And that would have been 4th foul on Stauffer, I think.
And Mike Ryan wants to talk it over. Not sure, I guess. The official, they saw all ball there. Faulkner did a nice spinning move, getting contact. So with under a minute to go here, Greencastle only down by 2. Bowling Spring, they like to shoot the three-pointer as well. Their last game, they beat James Buchanan 60-20. Man, some of these games are just outrageous. 60-20.
Yeah.
71-30 last time Greencastle played. And I did learn there is a mercy clock rule in basketball. I've seen a couple games where that came in effect.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. You're definitely right. As here's Chris. She's going to try a 3. Her shot off the back iron. Battle for rebound. Greencastle trying to get it. Went off the hands of Ashley True. And it'll go back to Bowling Springs.
You can tell Bowling Springs is putting extra attention on Janae Faulkner, which is leaving Hannah Chris open more than she probably would normally, but she just has not been able to hit too many of these.
And now with the double team, full court pressure, and we got a foul. It's going to be on Greencastle.
It's 1-1 now.
So the bonus situation.
Oh wait, they called a timeout.
So lucky for Greencastle. We have a hard time seeing that corner over there with our luxury VIP seats here in the middle of the court. So a timeout. And a 2-point deficit for Greencastle. And Ed, I guess the districts will start, next Friday? Is that right?
For play-ins.
For play-ins.
The first rounds are the 16th and 17th. I'm not sure which one of those days AAA girls is. I believe it's the 17th, but I'm not certain of that.
So it looks like there'll be a little break at least.
Yeah, neither of these teams will be in the play-ins.
Right.
That's for sure.
So that's good for both teams as far as rest, because we've been talking about non-stop action, and I mean, these are not robots. I mean, they're definitely feeling it. I'm sure right there sitting on the bench, especially this type of game, back and forth.
Yep, a lot of energy put out.
Yeah. So the crowd trying to get into it. They know this is a big possession as far as trying to get the steal for Greencastle. Full court pressure. Bowling Springs trying to get inbound. They do, and they throw a nice floater. That was a good move, even though number 23 lost it, Lauren Stauffer. But that would have been devastating if she was able to grab that. It would have been an easy lay-in. That was a smart move going past all 5 Lady Blue Devils are away from the picture on that play. Here's Faulkner. She has the ball over to Chris. Chris back to Faulkner. She's trying to go around 2 defenders. She goes in the paint. Her shot is good off the glass. It's 48-48 with 20 seconds to go in the contest, and almost knocked off a bubbler, but it's going to remain Bowling Springs basketball.
That's a great move by Faulkner. She showed every bit of her ability right there.
And she looked composed because she knew what she wanted to do. So 17 seconds to go. Here's Madison Hughes. And it's Faulkner. Here comes Faulkner, wide open to number 10's Morgan Wolfman. She lays it in with 7 seconds to go. Greencastle up by 2. 4 seconds ago. A long shot by Hughes is no good. And Greencastle wins tonight. 50-48. That's from here at Greencastle High School, as Greencastle is the Mid-10 Colonial Division champions.
What a finish.
I'm so glad we were able to put it on there for you there in the second half. That was the best.
That was Janae Faulkner at her best. She scores a tremendous layup on the one end with a twisting move. Just down at the other end, makes a block, recovers the ball, and then finds Morgan Waterman for the long pass and the fast break layup. Just unbelievable athletic play.
And that's putting icing on a cake on a stellar season. The one loss that they had was against the team they just beat tonight in dramatic fashion.
Yep. That was well worth anybody's money tonight. That was a great game.
So we'll wrap it up to our post-game show. We'll get some final statistics quickly. You're listening to the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com and GameTimePA.com.
Everything's falling this season, including F&M Trust home equity rates. With the home equity line of credit from F&M Trust, you can pay less rate and add more great to your life. Get extra funds to pay off high-interest bills, tackle home remodeling projects, or make other big purchases. Apply today and you'll rake in even more savings with F&M Trust's special introductory rate. For details, connect with any local branch or visit fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Have heating or air conditioning needs? Look no further than Lecron's Comfort Solutions. We service all brands: heat pumps, humidifiers, system replacements, gas, oil, electric heat, and ductless systems. Lecron's Comfort Solutions is your authorized Terrain dealer. Call Corey at 717-597-3768 for a free estimate. We are licensed and insured. Lecron's Comfort Solutions. Local company, local name. Serving Greencastle and all of Franklin County with professional service and installation.
There's nothing like being at the game. The excitement, the fun, the food, and all the waste. Whether it's popcorn boxes, hot dog wrappers, or this soda cup. Big games generate tons of waste. That's why Waste Management is helping stadiums and businesses reduce waste altogether through recycling and organic composting. To learn more, talk to your local Waste Management representative or visit thinkgreen.com.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year, this is MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Tonight's post-game show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. What a game. That's all I got to say tonight as far as Greencastle is now the Mid-Penn Colonial Division champions for the 2015-2016 season. And we're so happy to be able to get you that second half action. And it was just back and forth we go. We were talking about Greencastle was getting a little cold there from the three-point land. And Bowling Springs, they just didn't give up. They were trying to feed the ball and was able to Maddie DeCoy. And she had some big buckets there to extend the lead. But here comes the Lady Blue Devils, able to get some good moves there in the last closing seconds. Faulkner in the paint, able to get a nice shot around two defenders. And then off the missed shot, just a couple seconds to go, wide open was a move by Faulkner down to Wogman. She laid it off the glass. And then Bowling Springs desperation mode, to say the least, threw a prayer up there and was no good. And the victory tonight, Greencastle 50-48. Ed, some stats for us, please.
Well, interesting to me was Greencastle's defense really tightened up the second half. They only allowed 17 points. 7 in the fourth. Boiling Springs only had 3 field goals there, and they did not go to the foul line in the fourth quarter, which is really good. Boiling Springs had more turnovers, 17 to 13. Janae Faulkner and Hannah Christ each came up with 17 points for Greencastle. Morgan Wagman had 7, Lydia Chris 4, Megan Hernisen 3, and Ashley True 2. The Bubblers had 3 in double figures. Marissa Armold, Maddie Hughes with 10. Armold had 11. Megan Williams had 11, and Maddie Hughes had 10. But the other thing was Greencastle shot 19 of 38, and Boiling Springs was 18 of 52. They definitely had more shots because they got a lot more rebounds, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But the big thing, the lasting impression there, if you ever wonder how good Janae Faulkner was, and she really didn't do a whole lot in the fourth quarter to that very end. Tremendously athletic play to score a basket to tie it up, and at the other end she blocked a shot by, I'm pretty sure it's by Lauren Stauffer, and she really got up to block it. It was clean, there's no question of that. And even more important, she came down with the ball right after that, and then saw Wagaman breaking. And well, I've got to give Wagaman credit because she knew somewhere in there, she knew that she was all alone, and it was going to come down to her whether she made it or not. And she kind of had to readjust where she was to be able to get the right angle to the basket, and she just did a great job of it.
Yeah, definitely Faulkner crunch time at her best. She was able to do what needed to be done, and I mean, it's non-stop shooting for both teams. You gave stats, but at the end of the day, you're able to hit those threes at the right time and able to get that nice move. You're going to be able to make this win, and what a big one it was. Greencastle improves to 20-1. And the Bowling Spring Bubblers now are 18-3. And I saw a comment by Coach Mike Ryan. Basically, he said at the end of the night, I mean, the best team will win tonight's game as far as Bowling Springs already beat us once.
Right.
So if they beat us on our home court tonight, they deserve the title.
Yep.
And for the Greencastle, definitely a lot of celebration as they take a deep breath. They have some good practices, and they think about district play starting sometime either end of the week or the following week. And
this was obviously a perfect game to have going into playoffs because it had all the atmosphere you'd ever asked for a playoff game.
Yeah, it definitely was. So I'd like to thank Ed Gottwals. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this possible. And they include F&M Trust. Pay less rate, get more great this fall with a special offer and home equity line of credit. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender. Also by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding areas. Waste management, environmentally friendly technologies, and advanced innovations. Also about Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 35 years. Lecron Comfort Solutions, serving all of Franklin County with professional service and installation. Also by Klein Tours, New York City, Atlantic City, so much more. Visit kleintours.net for a complete tour schedule. Tonight's game has been a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, and tonight's camera operated by John Irwin. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Once again, the final score from Greencastle High School. Greencastle Lady Blue Devils 50, Bowling Spring Bubblers 48. Greencastle Antrim Lady Blue Devils Mid-Penn Colonial Division champions. So long, everyone.